Welcome back, everyone. We're doing a deep dive into Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets, the movie this time.
Okay.
And you guys sent in a ton of stuff. So,
Yeah.
like, we've got IMDb trivia.
Right.
We got deleted scenes.
Mm-hmm.
We've got some architectural analysis even. So we are going deep.
Wow.
Not just like, oh, what's the plot?
Right.
But like the real magic behind the movie.
It's interesting you focused on the movie because, we love the books.
Right.
But this is really going to let us see how the filmmakers took this story
Yeah.
that we love and brought it to life visually.
All right. So let's start with something that like always kind of makes me tilt my head like a confused owl.
Okay.
The Chamber of Secrets itself,
Uh-huh.
it's not just open in Harry's time, right?
Right.
It was opened 50 years before
Yeah.
by Voldemort,
Exactly.
back when he was just Tom Riddle.
And both times, Hagrid gets the blame.
I know. Poor Hagrid.
Poor guy. But that 50-year gap is interesting.
It is interesting.
It's almost like they wanted to throw us off the scent a little. Yeah.
Like make us think, oh, maybe it was some other person from Slytherin's family.
The red herring?
A red herring. Yeah, it adds to that mystery.
Uh-huh.
But it all comes back to Tom Riddle,
Right.
even when he's using Ginny in the present.
Okay, so Ginny, we got to talk about Lucius Malfoy.
Oh, yeah.
This guy,
He's a piece of work.
he does not just plant that diary on her to be a bully.
No.
Like, there is a much bigger scheme going on here.
Huge.
It's political, right?
Oh, absolutely.
He wants to take down Arthur Weasley,
Uh-huh.
who's Ginny's dad, and mess up this law that Arthur is pushing to
Yeah.
protect Muggles.
Now, just real quick, for anyone who, maybe this is their first Harry Potter deep dive.
Yeah, good point.
A Horcrux is an object where a dark wizard hides a piece of their soul
Okay,
to become immortal.
thanks for that.
Got it.
So the diary is a Horcrux.
Right.
But here's the thing. Basilisk venom can destroy Horcruxes.
That's right.
And Harry stabs the diary with the basilisk fang.
Mm-hmm.
Boom, gone.
But the basilisk bit Harry earlier in the chamber. Why didn't that Horcrux inside him get destroyed?
That is the question that keeps fans up at night.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
Some think it's because Harry's a living Horcrux, so the venom reacts differently, or maybe there's something even weirder going on.
Yeah, who knows?
We haven't even considered.
It really makes you think about, like, the nature of Horcruxes.
Yes.
And how they work.
Absolutely.
Okay, let's move on to another character who is equipped to save Harry,
Okay.
even if he's a bit clumsy about it. Dobby the house elf.
Oh, Dobby.
I love him.
He's so interesting because he shows us like this complicated world of house elves.
Right.
He's bound to serve the Malfoys.
Yeah.
But he also feels this like strong moral obligation
Right.
to protect Harry.
Yes.
He's like torn between these two things. And
Right.
in the end,
Yeah.
he gets his freedom.
Because of a sock.
A sock. Like what?
I know. But it says so much about the rules of the wizarding world.
It really
A
does.
tiny little detail.
It does. It's like this theme of freedom,
Yeah.
loyalty,
Uh-huh.
breaking free from expectations.
Right. Like Dobby's action.
They seem small,
They do.
but they have this huge ripple effect.
Okay, I am dying to talk about the deleted scenes
Oh, yes.
you sent over.
Let's do it.
It seems like there's this whole secret backstory
Yeah.
that was filmed but never made it
Right.
into the movie.
Uh-huh.
So like one scene shows Harry actually watching the Malfoys,
Oh, wow.
dealing in like dark objects.
Like
The kind of stuff
Yeah.
they get in trouble for later in the series.
It's almost like foreshadowing that got left on the cutting room floor.
Right?
Imagine if we had seen that.
Yeah.
How much darker our view of Lucius Malfoy would have been.
Right from the start.
Right away.
And there's another scene, a Valentine's Day disaster.
Oh, tell me about it.
It feels like the filmmakers were trying to balance out the scary stuff
Uh-huh.
with some lighter moments.
It does, and it makes you wonder how those different tones
Yeah.
would have worked in the final film.
Okay, last thing for this part of the deep dive.
Right.
Let's talk about something totally different.
Yeah.
The architecture
Oh, yeah.
of Hogwarts.
This is where the movie truly shines.
Uh-huh.
They use architecture so brilliantly to create this sense of wonder
I know.
and magic.
It's almost like the castle is alive.
It is.
And the camera moves right along with it.
It does.
One of the sources described it as if the camera was actually part of the walls.
Wow. Yeah.
Like flowing with them.
That's amazing.
And it's an incredible technique because instead of just watching,
Yeah.
you feel like you're experiencing the magic alongside the characters.
Exactly.
So Hogwarts becomes a character.
It does. It really does.
Think about it. How do the moving staircases, the hidden passageways,
Yeah.
the grandeur of the Great Hall.
Uh-huh.
Like, how does all that affect how we see what's happening in the movie?
It's not just a backdrop.
No.
It's part of the storytelling.
It is.
It adds to the mystery, the danger, the pure magic of Harry's world.
So we've gone from hidden motives and deleted scenes
I know, right?
to talking about architecture like it's a character.
It is a character.
I feel like your understanding of Chamber's secrets
yeah.
is already deep.
Way deeper.
But before we wrap up part one,
Okay.
I want to leave you with this.
Right.
The movie is full of these little nods to Shakespeare.
Oh, really?
Was that on purpose?
Mm.
And if so, what does it tell us about the deeper meaning of the story?
I like it.
We'll be right back to explore even more.
Awesome. Those Shakespearean nods, I think they were definitely not an accident.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because think about the director, Chris Columbus.
Okay.
He's known for these family films, but he also clearly wanted this magical world to have real depth.
Okay, so you're saying those Shakespeare references.
Yeah.
They weren't just for the grown-ups in the audience.
Not at all.
Interesting.
I think they're woven into the film to make the story, like, richer on all these different levels.
Okay.
So think about those classic themes.
Yeah.
Good versus evil, how power can corrupt, the importance of love and sacrifice, all that stuff, right out of Shakespeare's playbook, and they echo throughout Chamber of Secrets.
You know, now that you mention it, Harry's whole journey is kind of like a magical coming-of-age story.
It is.
Like Hamlet or The Tempest.
Exactly. He's wrestling with who he is, what he's meant to do, these huge expectations everyone has for him.
Right.
And then like Hamlet, there's that revenge element.
Right.
Harry wants to avenge his parents.
Yeah.
Even Tom Riddle whispering to Ginny, it's like the ghost of Hamlet's father.
Oh, wow. I never saw it that way.
Yeah. So they take these classic Shakespearean ideas and then they sprinkle them with magic dust.
Yeah, and it works.
It does.
Those deeper themes, they like elevate the film.
Totally.
It's more than just a kid's adventure.
Absolutely. Speaking of elevating, remember we were talking about how the filmmakers use architecture to tell the story?
Yes. One of the sources mentioned, like that scene where Harry, Ron, and Lockhart are trapped.
Oh, yeah.
In that underground chamber.
Uh-huh.
And the way the camera moves, it makes you feel like the walls are closing in.
Exactly. The architecture itself is used to create this sense of claustrophobia.
Yeah.
Mirroring how the characters are feeling.
Right, like trapped and in danger.
Totally.
And remember that shot when Harry and Ron are flying the Weasleys' car to Hogwarts?
Oh, yes.
And the camera swoops and soars with them?
Oh, it's beautiful.
Like you're right there, gliding over the Scottish countryside.
That shot isn't just beautiful. It also subtly shows that feeling of freedom, rebellion that the flying car represents.
That's clever filmmaking.
Oh, yeah.
You seem to be like super fascinated by this idea of architectural filmmaking.
I am. Do you want to pack that a little bit?
Like it sounds super interesting. Yeah. But how does it actually work?
So think about a regular movie.
Okay.
The camera's kind of like an outsider, watching what happens.
Yeah.
But in architectural filmmaking, the camera becomes part of the building itself.
Whoa.
It moves with the walls, the floors, even the ceilings.
Yeah.
As if the building is showing us what to see.
So it's less about watching the characters in a space.
Yeah.
And more about experiencing the space alongside them.
You got it.
Okay, wow.
So the filmmakers use these long, unbroken shots.
Yeah.
Smooth camera movements, clever angles, so that you can't tell where the characters end and the building begins.
So it's almost like the building itself is telling a story.
Precisely.
Wow.
It sets the mood, builds tension, and even lets you notice tiny details you might have missed otherwise.
That's so cool.
And in a visually rich film like Harry Potter,
yeah,
that is incredibly powerful.
Okay, so remember those deleted scenes we mentioned earlier?
Oh, yeah.
There was one where Hagrid calls out Lockhart. Oh, really? For being a fraud, bragging about magic he can't do.
That scene would have been gold.
I know.
It shows Hagrid as the voice of reason.
Yeah.
Makes Lockhart look even more ridiculous.
And let's not forget that scene where Harry sees the Malfoys, like, doing some shady business in Nocturne Alley.
It's a shame it was cut.
I know.
It really adds to the sense of foreboding.
It does.
Gives us a peek into the darkness that's brewing.
It's like Those deleted scenes were little pieces of a puzzle that got lost.
Yeah.
They would have added so much more to the story.
They would have.
But you can see why they might have been cut.
Yeah.
For time or pacing.
Absolutely. Filmmaking is a delicate balancing act.
Yeah.
You have to be true to the story, but also make sure the movie flows well.
Right.
Fits within the time and the budget.
Okay, ready for another mind-blowing detail?
Hit me.
Remember how Harry figures out he can talk Parseltongue?
Uh-huh.
The language of snakes?
Yes.
Well, that's actually a hint that he's carrying a piece of Voldemort's soul.
Oh, the Horcrux connection.
It is.
That's some subtle but brilliant foreshadowing.
It is. It hints at this deeper link.
Yes.
Between Harry and Voldemort.
Right.
That we don't even fully understand yet.
A connection that's going to shape both of their destinies.
So we've uncovered hidden motives.
We have.
Explored deleted scenes.
Yeah.
Analyzed architecture like it's a character.
It is.
And even uncovered Shakespearean influences.
You know, it's a lot.
But there's one more layer we need to peel back.
Oh.
Something so subtle.
Okay.
You might have missed it on your first viewing.
Uh-huh.
But once you see it,
yeah,
you'll never watch Chamber of Secrets the same way again. Okay, you've really got me hooked. What's this hidden layer?
Well, think about that final showdown, Harry and Tom Riddle in the chamber.
Yeah.
It subtly hints at something so powerful.
Yeah, roll.
Choice. The power of choice.
Now that you mention it, there's that moment where Tom Riddle's like boasting about how similar he and Harry are. Destined for greatness, both speak Parseltongue.
Exactly. He's laying it all out, trying to tempt Harry to the dark side.
Right, like almost like he should have been in Slytherin.
Yeah, like their paths are meant to be the same.
But Harry rejects him.
He does.
He chooses to fight for what's right.
Yeah.
Even though it means facing like unimaginable danger.
Right. I mean,
that's got to be terrifying as a 12-year-old.
That choice is what defines Harry.
Yeah.
It sets him apart from Voldemort, who was consumed by ambition and power.
And that idea of choice, like, it echoes throughout the whole film.
It does.
Think about Ron facing his fear of spiders to help Harry.
Yeah.
Or Hermione risking getting expelled to brew that polyjuice potion.
They all had to make tough choices.
Yeah, every character.
Every single one.
Faces a crossroads.
They do.
Take the easy path.
Right?
Or stand up for what they believe in.
And their decisions, big or small, they all contribute to good overcoming evil.
That's such a powerful message.
It is.
Especially for a film that kids love.
Right.
It's saying that even in this magical world, your choices matter.
Absolutely.
You have the power to shape your own destiny.
I think that message goes way beyond just Harry Potter.
Oh, totally.
We all face choices every day.
We do.
And those choices, even the ones that seem small, they can change our lives.
They can.
And the lives of the people around us.
So we've gone from hidden motives.
I know.
And deleted scenes.
It's been quite a journey.
To architecture as a character.
Yes.
Shakespearean influences. And now,
I love it.
The power of choice.
It all comes together.
I feel like I've learned so much more.
Yes.
Than just plot points.
Good.
I'm seeing the film with new eyes.
That's the beauty of a well-crafted story, right?
It is.
It keeps revealing new layers. Prompting us to think and question. And Chamber of Secrets, with all its action and mystery and character development, it's a perfect example of that.
Okay, so before we wrap up this whole deep dive, I want to leave you with one last thought.
Okay.
We talked a lot about how the filmmakers brought this story to life visually.
Yes.
But what about the sound?
Oh, interesting.
The music, the sound effects, those creepy whispers coming from the walls.
Yeah.
How do those elements add to the magic and pull us in?
I like it.
To the world of Harry Potter?
That's a great question.
That's something for you to consider.
Okay.
As you rewatch Chamber of Secrets.
I know you will.
And listen closely to the world the filmmakers have created.
Absolutely.
Thanks for joining us on this deep dive. Until next time.
See you then.